26 luckiest people caught on camera. You think luck comes when you hit the jackpot or pick up dropped money on the street, but you will be amazed at how lucky the people in this video are. For example, being able to miraculously escape death is difficult to understand. If you're still in doubt, what are you waiting for without discovering the luckiest people on the planet captured on camera? Police escaped death thanks to agility. A police officer in the US was paying a fine for a car that violates traffic laws. Imagining his standing position is very safe and does not pose a danger. Unexpectedly, out of nowhere, another car crashed out of control and ran straight towards the standing policeman. It was impossible that this terrifying impact had only left him with a slight scratch. After the incident, he was still shocked and quickly left the scene. It's a shocking situation, isn't it? The man miraculously survived being gored by a cow. The clip recorded a young man riding a motorbike waiting for a friend on the side of the road when he was suddenly knocked to the ground by two cows. He quickly got up and ran into the house, though he was still shocked by the horrible scene he had just experienced. The two cows then returned to their previous spot and continued to fight. They must have been so busy chasing each other that they bumped into this poor man, but it wasn't intentional, right? Lucky man survived being attacked by a bear. A man was suddenly attacked by a black bear while climbing in the mountain. Very quickly, he punched the bear in the face, causing it to fall. But the animal refused to give up and still climbed up to attack again. The man repeatedly kicked the bear in the face with his foot, making it helpless to leave. He's really a lucky person on Earth. The girl escaped death after the collision. The girl was waiting in front of the house. Suddenly, from nowhere, a car came at a fast speed. The car knocked over a motorcycle next to the girl, but fortunately she was not hurt and just fell down because she was too scared to witness such an incident. The driver also did not return to check the situation and still let the car speed on the road. The lucky girl escaped death from the axe. The girl in the clip is playing with her boyfriend in a game of axe throwing, but suddenly the axe did not stick to the wall but bounced back towards the girl. It was so quick that she was able to sit down to dodge. If it was a little slower, the girl could lose her life like crazy. This game looks so dangerous, don't even dare to try it for money. The boy escaped death in front of the fierce wave. A boy was playing in the sea despite being warned by his father that it's dangerous. Unfortunately, he was swept down and could not get out of the big wave on his own. The boy's parents quickly ran to save their son, but the waves were too strong for them to do anything. Fortunately, the boy was rescued by a brave young man. If he were slower, the boy would have lost his life to the helplessness of his family and people around him. The young man escaped death in front of a crazy car. While engrossed in using the phone in front of the house, suddenly a car rushed into the place where the young man was standing. The young man quickly discovered that the car was out of control, so he rushed into the house. It only takes 1 second to be hit. The young man must be grateful that he was one of the luckiest people in the world. Miraculous escape death when the tree falls. A car was traveling on a mountain road while it rains. They accidentally discovered that there was a landslide ahead, so they quickly steered to one side to continue. Unfortunately, when crossing, the big tree on the side of the road fell down. Fortunately, they were quick to reverse the car, but the tree fell in a row, so they could not reverse the car and were crushed by other trees on the car. Fortunately, the people in the video survived. If not, we don't know about this video, right? Boy miraculously escaped death from escalator. In the video recorded from the surveillance camera, a boy about 4 years old was wandering alone near the escalator area when he was suddenly sucked into the escalator. At that moment, a young woman passing by quickly pulled the boy back while his hand was still stuck. The kind woman hurriedly called the police around to help while holding the boy tightly. Everyone heard the cry for help and ran close, and another quick-witted woman promptly pressed the emergency shutdown button, causing the elevator to stop working. After that, a large number of people gathered to pull the boy out of the death escalator. Fortunately, the boy did not suffer any serious injuries, but his psyche inevitably panicked. Miraculously survived even though the tree fell across the car. In the clip, people were trying to lift the trunk out of the car. It seemed that the stormy weather caused the tree to fall and flatten the car. We wonder if anyone can survive in it. It took a lot of people to work together to lift the trunk up a bit. Fortunately, the person in the car survived this rare accident. His health was very stable. Everyone around cheered for joy because the man had miraculously escaped death. Escape from the giant concrete slab. A guy was standing in front of his car to check when he suddenly heard a noise from above and looked up at the sky. He quickly ran away. A few seconds later, the giant concrete slab fell right where he was standing, causing the car to be cut in half. The lucky boy miraculously escaped death thanks to his quickness and certainly thanks to luck. Student miraculously escaped death after being caught under a truck. The social network posted a clip recording the accident between a truck and a motorbike driven by a male student, causing netizens to get goosebumps. Specifically, at the time of the incident, a student riding a motorbike went to the junction area when he suddenly drove the car to the left and stopped in front of the truck. Due to surprise, his motorbike collided with the truck, causing him and the vehicle to fall on the ground and be swept under the vehicle. When everyone thought of the possibility of him being seriously injured, he suddenly sat up. People who witnessed the incident quickly helped the student inside and asked about his health after the sudden collision. Escaped death from under the truck thanks to agility. On the highway, traffic was bustling. Because of the rain, the vehicles also paid attention to go more carefully. From behind, a man riding a motorbike slipped and fell. As soon as it was a car next to it, fortunately there was no collision. The man had not stopped being shocked when suddenly from the back of the truck he rushed up. He quickly ran out of the scene. The truck crashed into people's houses. The owner narrowly escaped death. The camera captured a howling scene when a truck rammed into a house. The strong impact of the truck caused the door to swing open and the wall to be severely damaged. Many pieces of furniture in the living room were crushed to the ground. The owner was lucky to escape death narrowly. Running out from the side door, the man and his wife could only stand blankly, looking at the scattered wreckage after the accident. The homeowner in the video was the owner of a car garage, and the truck driver was the one who brought the car to repair. Due to wrong accelerator pedal, he rushed into a private house inside the garage. 2 men escaped death while being chased by a hungry tiger. 2 people were riding motorbikes on the road near the edge of the forest when suddenly the tiger came out from the bushes and chased, as if the beast had been waiting here before. However, thanks to their calm and steady steering, they were able to escape the beast's claws. This was the edge of the forest in Nagarhole National Forest, southern India, where more than 72 Bengal tigers were living. This was not the first time that tigers attacked people here. The clip was a call bell about the safety of wildlife and the lives of people as well as tourists coming here. The facts prove that not everyone is lucky enough to escape the hunger of the carnivores in the other national forest. Saving a drowning baby's life. The clip captured the image of a boy trying to retrieve a toy that fell into the water when unfortunately he fell into the fish tank in the yard. Seeing struggling in the water, his sister immediately ran into the house to call an adult for help. Fortunately, thanks to the quick wits of his sister, the boy was saved in time. The baby who fell from the 12th floor was miraculously saved. A 3-year-old girl suddenly crawled out of the house and climbed over the railing. After that, she hung himself on the 12th floor. At this time, some people discovered the incident and shouted. A man standing nearby noticed the incident, so he quickly climbed onto the roof of the lobby and caught the girl when she fell. Fortunately, the baby was only injured. As soon as the incident happened, people and families quickly took the girl to the emergency hospital. It's quite a shock, isn't it? Lucky to escape death when sleeping from the cliff. A group of young people were happily taking pictures under the waterfall, while another young man tried his hand at climbing the cliff. Although he knew it was a dangerous and slippery area, this guy was still determined to climb. Climbing a segment because it was too slippery, he fell on the people below. Fortunately, after the fall, the boy did not have any problems. It's really a heart-stopping moment for a guy who likes to venture. Lucky escape from landslide. In the video, there was a mountain road with many vehicles passing. If you pay close attention, you will see a small layer of soil falling to the bottom. But just 1 second later, the whole rock collapsed, causing the road to rise. Unfortunately, a motorbike came and was also swept into the landslide area. Luckily, the driver of the vehicle jumped out in time, otherwise he would have been buried under the rock. The man was lucky to survive the lightning strike. In the clip, a man was walking in the rain on a university campus. Suddenly, lightning struck the man. On reflex, he immediately threw the umbrella on the ground out of fear. After he calmed down, he quickly grabbed the umbrella and left. Escaped death after a horrible car crash. The clip recorded a motorbike traveling on the road when suddenly from behind, the car rushed to hit directly. Immediately after, the car dragged the victim under the car. Everyone quickly ran out of the car to pull the victim out. Fortunately, despite being dragged like that, the motorcyclist was still conscious and only suffered minor injuries. Maybe the car lost control because normally no one goes like that, right? Lucky baby escaped death from collapsing ceiling. A boy playing in front of the mirror looked very happy. After a while, he seemed bored and left. Unexpectedly, as soon as he stepped outside, the ceiling collapsed where the boy was standing at that time. This miraculous escape from death must make us get goosebumps because he was really lucky. A little later, he would have lost his life. Almost lost his life because of a fallen tree. A video showed a person working hard to cut down a large tree. However, instead of falling in, the tree leaned toward the street. Just then, there was a guy riding a bicycle over there. It was a heart-stopping moment for cyclists because they almost caught the giant super tree on top of them. Lucky baby escaped death from container truck. A school bus took students to the parking lot so they could return home. Immediately after that, they said goodbye to each other and went in a different direction. Two students were not paying attention and quickly ran across the street. Suddenly, in the opposite direction, a container rushed to nearly hit the boy in front. Fortunately, the driver was able to brake the car in time to avoid a tragic situation. It can be said that the two students were too careless to cross the street without paying attention. Almost died when chasing the ball. The situation in the video is a scene of a boy running out of a grocery store without paying attention to his surroundings. The boy ran out too fast and happened to have a car coming. Fortunately, the driver was able to brake in time. Drivers must be very afraid of cases like this, right? The boy must be very lucky to be so safe and unharmed. This is a compilation of the luckiest people in the world recorded by the camera. If you know any other cases, please share them with everyone in the comment section of this video. Goodbye for now and see you in the next videos on our channel.